Hello and welcome along and welcome back to Euro Truck Simulator 2. It is the next day. We have grabbed some rest. We're still down here by the docks in Riga. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick up the next contract and try and head maybe a little bit sideways. I don't think there's a lot we can do going north. So let's have a look at the job market. External contracts. We want to get something that's going to both pay well and be a good distance. We've got a few that are really short distance that pay, well, they would pay a lot per mile, but they're not going very far. I think the longest one we got that's paying really well is this one. 41,937 across the sea here, and yeah, across the Baltic and down and round into Denmark. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to begin that. It's 22 hours, so it's going to be the following morning before we're done. But we've got a nice long ferry trip across, so let's grab that. We could have gone to Katowice in Poland, which I've also been to, but in fact that was the last FSL trip I did before everything kicked off. But we're not going to. We're gonna go across the sea because yeah, 41,000 not to be sniffed at. It's going to take us up to 100 and what? We're on 120 at the moment. It should take us up to about 160. That is not fast. That is fast. Right, let's get going. It's going to take us up to about 160,000, which is absolutely brilliant. Right where we want to be. We've got a red light at the moment, and I now can't see. There we go. Right, let's see if all the red lights in Riga are going to be against us again as we make our way around to pick up this trailer. Yeah, there's lots of boats and things. Where did that bus come from? Lots of boats and things that we could have taken, but trying to get the most out of our money for these trips, and that means that we're going to be going that little bit further and getting that little bit more money. In fact, I think it's somewhere like 8 times the cash of the previous one. So this really is. Oh, that light's about to change. I'm going to get my butt across. Okay, sorry. Across there. Some safe driving there. Oh, all the lights are against us here. I've still got my beacons on. Let's turn those off. So we're going to be following up here and getting this trailer. Lights change and away we go. Yeah, so I think a large part of this is going to be, it's something like a third or a quarter of this is going to be that ferry trip across the water. I think we're going to end up, really, yeah, they are all against us. I think a lot of our journey is going to be that. And that means that overall, we're going to be in a fairly strong position for getting this done in a reasonable time. Current arrival time is 10:49 on Friday, so a full 24 hours across Denmark. This reminds me of our most recent trip that we did, where we just where we did a 24-hour journey over to Denmark. Originally, when I came in here and before I took the rest, there was one of these to Copenhagen, which would actually have paid about 5,000 euros less. So this is going to be this is actually a better journey and a better choice. Don't brake on me. That's why he's braking. We've hit another red light. Oh, but we are in a position now where they are changing as we reach them. So we're not doing too much sitting there. Oh, as long as I get in the right gear and head off. Where we're after is just up here. And looks like we're going to be coming back this way. Yeah, LVR over this way. can't go any further straight on. So I'll get turned down here. Realised there's another DLC coming out soon, although the date hasn't been announced, which is the Iberian Peninsula. That'll be good. Heading down and doing Spain and doing that way, and Portugal. I don't have the Black Sea expansion, I suddenly realised today. So at some point, I'm going to have to pick that up. Oh, stop. Very nice, Mr. Scania Driver. Thank you very much. So yeah, I'm going to have to pick that up at some point and get that, which would be good. And I've seen a couple of skins actually I think I'd quite like too. There's a sort of a stripy skin that I'm hoping that I could do into the VF colours. Although we do have, I'm really liking the green and yellow flames that we've got on here at the moment. Really cool. I think next week though, for a week on Thursday, we will probably put the is it in here? Must be in here somewhere. Over this way. There it is. There she goes. Tucked in here. I'll probably put the Halloween skin on here, and we'll have a Halloween try for that screen. For that screen. Quite right for touching that. As much as it said I was, there we go. There we go. Touch it. There we go. So these are pressure tanks. We have 23 hours and 31 minutes of travel ahead of us. And yeah, I think it was Odense in Denmark that we're heading to. So that's what we're gonna get ourselves going. I believe I got 3 GPSs. Yeah, hopefully we're gonna make good time. Oh, we're going. I thought I was gonna go and we'll get ourselves out of town and then I'll pick it up. But we're actually going a different route out of town to the one we came in on, because we are heading slightly different direction. I'm gonna find my way out of here now. And round. But now we've got this picked up. We can head out and get ourselves onto the open road. I'm going. Because I don't want to hold up. I don't want to have to keep stopping at these lights. And if this was multiplayer, I wouldn't. Right, seem to be clear. Oh no, no, ah! Nobody saw anything. Nothing happened there. What's the state of our car? No damage. We've got 3% damage to our truck then. I need to pick up some fuel on the way out of here. So I will have to do that at some point. There we go. Oh dear. VF almost has an accident already. Leaving the outskirts of Riga and heading on to, I think, must be, yeah, it's the A4, which appears to be motorway by the looks of things, which is good. And just up here, it looks like we've got some fuel by the looks of things. Well, actually, the A4 may not be a motorway. What is it? It looks like, oh no, we are, well, sort of dual carriageway kind of stuff. Yeah, we need to turn in here. Get ourselves some fuel. This is going to be fun to get out of. Oh man. But yeah, we're under half a tank. So, stop the engine. Let's fill her up. There we go. 300, 400 euros, 500 euros, and 736 euros for that. Right, where are we going? I think we have to go round back here by the looks of things in order to get out. Yeah, it is directing us around there. See no other way of doing this. Get us back on the road. So we're going to be going across Sweden here in order to do this trip as well. So that's basically across 2 DLCs, which is, yeah, this would be a rather long trip round through Poland and Germany otherwise. Looks like we're going to go over some dual carriageway or motorway or something here. We've certainly got a whole maze of roundabouts here. So that's straight over here. I'll be happy when we get onto some open road. I think we're going to be on a lot of single track stuff for a while though. While we do this and make our way onto the A5 by the looks of things. So around here. Don't want to take this too fast. Otherwise, we will damage our cargo, and that will just not work out well for us. There we go. And out onto the A5. And yeah, let's head out and see what's about. So we've just gone around the bottom of Riga, and I'm just going to turn in here because there's something for us to discover. Just trying to not cause me a massive amount of trouble, but I think this is a man dealership. That's what we discovered, and we're driving in here with a Scania, so we'll just turn this around. They will actually, we could get the 3% damage we've got on our truck repaired in here, but I'm gonna leave it for now. Yeah, so we can pick up a man truck here. At some point, I am going to have to pick up another truck. The trouble is that it's like, it's going to cost me about 400,000-ish to do that. But if we can get a second truck going and can get hire a driver, we start doubling our income, which is yeah, which would be a really good way to go. But we do have this fairly big loan still to pay off as well. I don't quite know what is the right way to go with it. As I say, I'd say actually, yeah, getting another truck, doubling our income, and getting that working would do well. And yeah, getting somebody else, getting our trucking empire off the road further than we are at the moment, because yeah, obviously it's just us driving around Europe. The more trucks we get, the more money we get. The better off we are. So yeah, at some point we are going to do better and get more money coming in. For now, we'll just keep doing jobs. Amazingly, we are just the other side of Riga. In fact, there is still something. If we'd gone north here, there's something to discover on the northern side of Riga, and it doesn't connect to the town. How? That's mad. Just looking at that, yeah, it doesn't connect to the town, even though it should really. That's a little bit crazy. But we're back out on the open road. I love the countryside here. Is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Lots of wide open space and water and just, yeah, a beautiful part of the world to be driving around. And it's all single track, which is, you know, normally for most of ETS we tend to be driving around dual carriageway or motorway stuff. For these last few videos, we've been on this single track stuff, and it's been absolutely beautiful. Whoa! Oh, he just pulled out in front of me. That was a close one. What the? Oh no, what? It just pulled out without looking. We're going through Ventipulis? I think Ventspils, by the looks of things. I'm not sure what that is there. Not really. There we go. We have discovered something. I am a Baltic tourist. Well, I've visited 6 of the 35 places. And we are just passing through. I don't know if this is where this might be where we're catching the ferry. I don't know. Is this? Yes, this is where we're catching the ferry. In this town. So we're heading over to the docks. There we go. Getting the right gear, VF. Heading over to the docks, and we're going to get ourselves onto a ferry over here. Hopefully people are going to be good and not crash into me. Wow, look at that. Looking out the window, not watching the road is what I'm doing. Is this I think this bridge might raise in the middle to let ships through. That's pretty cool. But we are heading this way. Come on. We've got a ferry to catch. We are eating up the miles now and eating up the time. We've dropped about 20 minutes off our arrival time. We have been going for about 4 hours-ish. Yeah, there is that. We've got another red light though. Oh, now that we're out of Riga, the lights are actually being quite nice to us. If the car in front doesn't just stick his brakes on though. But we are making some pretty good time at this point. Yeah, we've not a chunk off. It all depends on how much this knocks off. I think we're going to end up doing some night driving though after we've done this crossing. Here's the ferry around here. There we go. And into here. Polaris lines. That would look to be about the right place. Yep. Wow, it's right round the back here. But because we're going over to Scandinavia, specifically Sweden, we should be alright. Let's bring them around. And there is our ferry. So we want to park it up and make our crossing. Slow it, slow it. A little bit further forward. They want us further forward. There we go. And we are going across to Sweden. So yeah, we're going to go across to Sweden and then all the way down through here. I think we've got a bridge crossing and not a second ferry. But let's impact 1,110 euros and 8 hours. It is definitely going to be nighttime by the time we are crossing over. And there we go. And away we go as well. Let's get back on the road here. And yeah, we need our lights on. Because we're not going to see anything. What's the time? It is 10 past 10 at night. They absolutely want us, or we absolutely need to get onto the road, get moving. We've still got 10 hours ahead of us. So yeah, that's cut. That's cut about, well, 8 hours. It was an 8-hour ferry crossing. It has cost us to do it, but it's not been too bad. Look at that sunset. And this is, I don't know actually, don't know how close we are to the Arctic Circle up here, because if this is essentially a summertime trip, it must be with it being, you know, nearly midnight and the sun being just below the horizon. That is epic. That really is. Where are we? We're just outside Stockholm. We've got 3 towns very close to each other here. I think I've been to Stockholm before. Maybe, yeah, I have been to Stockholm before. So we've discovered most of this. And we're gonna get out and get onto the dual carriageway. Round we go. Right here, please. There we go. Fourth. Give it a little bit of... We got more trouble pulling this than we had with that boat last time. And up. And there we go. We're moving. We're moving again. We're going to turn here and get ourselves onto the dual carriageway. And yeah, start heading south down towards Denmark, I think. So yeah, onto some dual carriageway and onto some nice, easy motoring for a while, I think. It's coming up to 2 AM. We've just passed Linköping, and look at that sky. What a beautiful sight. This lovely lilac and sort of, it's almost peach, you can see in the rear view mirrors. So light. Such a really nice place to drive to tonight. I was quite concerned, quite worried about having to do another night drive, because it's always ends up being a really dark video when we do that. But this is gorgeous. This is absolutely beautiful and really atmospheric. I mean, look at that sky. That is just stunning. I should have stopped and had a look actually in that trailer park. But it is, yeah, out over the water and just absolutely amazing. So yeah, I think I need to do more night driving up this way, because this tells us how far north we are. As I was saying earlier, I don't think we are quite Arctic Circle here, but we can't be too far off it for it to be this light at 2 AM. It really must be really quite far north. As we're heading to Jonkoping. The thing is, I don't know how to pronounce the O's with the umlauts above them. So I know I'm mispronouncing these places because I'm pronouncing them as if those were O's and not O's with umlauts above them. So yeah, no idea what these places are actually called. And I had this problem before when I did a stream and we went up this way, which is why all these roads are previously discovered. And yeah, got really well confused about how to pronounce these places. So yeah, I'm going to go with that at the moment, knowing I'm pronouncing these completely and utterly wrong. Looks like we are going to be turning off to the south of it though. So I'm going to continue on around, and we'll then turn off, and yeah, we'll be heading further south towards Denmark. This is our exit just up here. So where are we heading towards? Helsingborg, by the looks of things. Yeah, I want to come off here and I want to slow the truck down, because if I take that corner at that speed, that is going to just result in a crash. And there we go. There, now you get to see that sky in its full glory. Wow. That is just insanely beautiful. And now I'm hoping I'm not pulling out in front of anybody. Don't think so. Managed to get round. It's all good. Oh yeah. We don't need to move over. We're fine. Southward bound we go. And I think I'm going to re-engage my cruise control as soon as I'm able. Because yeah, it really does take the extra effort off this. But you've got to stay aware and you've got to stay sharp. Because it is the one thing. But it does give your feet a bit of a rest while you're doing these long journeys. 4:30 in the morning and the sun is rising behind me in the sky. It's got to the point where where we're daylight. This is definitely summertime that we're in, and yeah, we're still making good headway. We've dropped an hour off our arrival time now. We're looking at arriving at about 9:26. I'm expecting actually us to arrive closer to 9 o'clock with the progress we're making and the speed we're going. Still 200 miles to go and we've still got 3/4 of a tank, so we're all good from that perspective. We need to head, well, we're heading, we're going to go through Helsingborg, or I suppose round Helsingborg. One of the nice things about this journey as well so far, apart from the fact that the sun hasn't really set, is the fact that we've not had any tolls. We've had no toll roads through this. So while the ferry has cost us an arm and a leg, over €1,000 for the ferry, it has not been expensive for us to do this drive. Otherwise, we've had no tolls. I mean, every time I keep thinking that, I keep expecting the next bridge to have one, or for us to see, to run into a toll road, but it just hasn't happened yet. I don't think Sweden has any, or not to the extent that you find in Central Europe. So yeah, that is pretty cool. I'm happy about that. It's meant that we've had no real impediments to our progress, and have just sort of made a nice time and a nice journey. In a moment, we're going to filter off here and head on to the 30, I think that was. We'll find out in a moment. But yeah, we're going to start heading south again. Straight on there would have taken us into Helsingborg. We are not wanting to head there. We want to head south. The E20 is what we're heading on to. Followed by the E4, so it's sort of one merging into the other by the looks of things. And doing well. It is 20 to 6 in the morning, so we've only got about 3.5 hours to go. And as I said, we are making good time. We're down to 9:15, so we've dropped another 15 to 20 minutes off this. But we are making exceptionally good time. So I'm very, very pleased about that. We're heading down towards Malmö. So let's keep on that, see how much more we can knock off. We're still in Sweden, so we've got a fair way to go, but it's only 141 miles left. 6:30-ish, 20 past 6, and we are going past Trelleborg. Yep, Trelleborg is over there to our left. I had no idea it was a place. I'll be honest, I had no idea. I obviously knew it was a tyre company, but yeah, I had no idea Trelleborg was a place. And yeah, and interestingly, we're almost to Copenhagen as well. So we must be crossing at some point. We must be crossing the sea and go across that. I'm expecting a very big bridge. A is what I'm expecting, especially given that the road goes suddenly very straight. And in fact, yeah, look at this. So this, what I was saying about toll roads, here it is. Toll across to Denmark. And now I know that I don't know what the name of these straits are. My geography is pretty awful, to be honest. Oh, wow, 172 euros to cross, but that is a lot cheaper than our ferry crossing was in the first place. We've also had 2 loan installments go out now. We had one go out before the start of the video because we rested for a day, and now we've got a second one went out first thing in the morning about 6 a.m. So we're down to 110,000. So we're looking at hitting about 150, just under 160,000. Wow! Look at this. I need to get external shots. That is awesome. That is really, really amazing. Let's try and keep this on the road. Cross here like this, and then through. Oh wow! I would love to have a go at this in real life one someday, because that's a bridge over the top, over half of it, and then a tunnel through the rest. That is pretty cool. That is very, very cool. Right, we want to be in the other lane though, because we want to go to Odessa. I've been following that lorry up ahead with that's carrying trucks for a very long time, and it's basically it keeps throwing me off because because I keep seeing the truck and think there's something coming the other way, and that I'm on the wrong side of the road or something, which is just hilarious. All right, we're all right. We can move back over. That's there's a filter lane there, and yeah, we can just keep going. But we are in the last hour and 44 minutes of this, and yeah, we're looking at delivering before 9 a.m. Absolutely perfect. And here we are coming up to our second one. 234 euros for that. Oh, that was more expensive than the last one. Wow. This has been a bit more expensive trip than I thought, and now I know why it pays so well. Long old trip, but that is a couple of expensive tolls. So that was everything me saying about, oh, we don't come across any tolls on this. I wonder how many people at that point were going, hey, you've got to cross in Denmark. You're gonna hit some pretty heavy tolls when you reach this point. I also realised that this entire video I have been saying that we're going to Odessa, and we're not. We're going to Odense, which is our final destination, which is now on our map. So yeah, my misnaming of locations continues as I completely fail to work that. Now I'm going to try and keep this straight. I thought there was one way of this. Different shots. I thought there was a way that it took nice shots. It isn't. Looking out here, look at this. Again, absolutely gorgeous, absolutely amazing. And I can't keep my truck straight while I'm trying to take beauty looks at this. We did video this. That's when we failed. It failed to save. And then we did the whole thing of going, of coming back. And I have a feeling that we may have started from Odense. I have a strong feeling it was either there or somewhere just slightly back, that we then went and picked up the next one. In fact, I think it wasn't quite Odense, it was the town before. So we've done, in these videos, we have definitely done a full circle at this point. Having gone around the bottom into Poland, then up to Estonia, and back down. Oh no, it wasn't, it was Latvia. Up to Latvia and then across through Sweden, back to Denmark, and into Odense. So yeah, it's been we have done this massive circle, and now we just need to go and deliver this trailer. And to do that, we are coming off here. Yeah, not too far into Odense. Power for this bit off, and that we don't run into the truck in front of us. We're going that way, he's going that way, that's okay. Don't hit the barrier. We're good. We have our trailer safely up. We are going to have to repair our lorry next time, and in fact we have not explored this place at all. So yeah, we'll do a little bit of exploring next time, I think, and do that, and yeah, pick ourselves up a new contract from here. Let us know in the comments, do you think we should go north or south from here? Should we go north into the Scandinavian countries, or shall we go south and into Central Europe, and maybe head down towards southern France and Italy? Let us know very much in the comments. We're going to deliver this now, though. It's going round the back. Confirm that. Let's go and get it unloaded. But yeah, I'm intrigued. Where do you want us to go? Should we go and check out more of the Scandinavian DLC, or shall we head south and maybe check out some of Italy and some of France? Because that would be the Vive la France and the Italia DLCs, I think. Yeah, no date announced so far yet for the Iberian one, but I think when that comes out we will go and explore that if we're still doing this. And actually, yeah, let us know if you want me to continue doing ETS twice a week, because I'm enjoying doing this very, very much. Let's back her up. And unload it. That is nice. Another nice completed delivery. Riga to Odense. 41,931 with a good set of stats. I like it. There we go. So out and back to here, and that is where today. Let's get today. That today is where we're going to leave this. So yeah, all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel, ring that bell, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.